everyone, welcome back to Creative Vibes, and today what we're going to go over is the daisy stitch. It's a 4-row repeat pattern that consists of knits and purls. So what I have here is 4 different swatches. So I did 2 colors here and these 3, and then I did 1 color here. So in my opinion, you don't see the daisies as well as you do with the 2 colors. So what my plan is today is to show you how to do the stitch pattern with the colors. You can certainly do it just with 1 color as you learn the pattern, but I think learning it with the colors, you really get to see the pop, and you also get the advantage of learning how to combine 2 colors. So you kind of get the lessons of 2 in 1. So you will also need to have a tapestry needle and scissors, because I plan to show you how to weave in your ends as well. So grab your needle and your yarn, come on back, and you get to learn how to do the daisy stitch. You need to cast on in multiples of 4 plus 1. So what I'm going to do, and again, we are going to do 2 colors. So I'm going to do blue and white. So let me get some yarn here together. Get my end situated here. Ready to go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So I'm going to cast on 16 plus 1, so we're going to have 17. So I'm going to do my slip knot here, and then like usual, and cast on. Now I'm just going to do the long tail cast on, but you do whatever you are comfortable with. I'm just going to do the long tail cast on. So I have 16 plus 1, so I have 17 on my needle. I'm a right-handed knitter, so I'm going to switch over to my left hand to begin row 1. So row 1 is just simply knit all. So let's begin that. Start with yarn in the back, and I'll meet you at the end of row 1. Okay, now row 2, I zoomed in so you have a better view. So row 2, you're going to knit 1, then you're going to do what's within the asterisk, purl 3 together. You're going to keep that on the needle, yarn over, then purl another 3 together, and knit 1. You're going to do that until you get to the end of the row. So let's see how that looks. So knit 1, get that tail out the way, knit 1, okay, yarn to the front, just take your time with this, no rush, okay, you're going to do 1, and the first row is going to be a little tricky, so just be patient with yourself. 3, get 3 on there, okay. Yarn over, and I like to just hold it like right here, get it nice and stable, scoop and hold it, scoop and hold it. Hope I was in view there, but we're going to do several. So scoop and hold it. You're gonna take it, yarn over, go back in, go over to purl, hold it again, secure it, scoop, and off. Yarn to the back, and knit. So if it gets a little tangled, that's fine. So you should look like this. So let's do it again. So yarn to the front. You're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Over. Hold it secure. Okay. Down and scoop. Okay. Yarn over that. Hold it. Scoop back in. So you're going to purl. So over. Hold it. Scoop again. Off. And it gets easier after this first row. Yarn to the back and knit. Okay, try one more. 1, 2, 3. To the back, hold it, scoop. Yarn over, hold it, and again, you're ready to purl, hold it, scoop again, off, onto the back, knit. Okay, now let's do a little bit faster. Boom, boom, boom. Hold, scoop, yarn over, hold, hold, scoop out, boom, and you're just going to knit that last one. And that completes row 2. So for row 3, it's a knit all row. But if you want to change your colors, row 3 would be your row to do that, okay? So, or that's really optional, or you could just keep going with the same color that you're using. You don't have to change the colors. But again, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to just teach you how to change the color. So this is how I learned to do it. So, but there's many different ways, I'm sure, but this is the way that I feel comfortable doing it. So this is just my way. So what I do is I put the needle in, okay? Then I grab the yarn. I'm going to be using white. Make sure I have enough. I just wrap it around my index finger. Wrap it around the needle. Very simple. And that's it. It's going to be a little loose, but that's okay. You'll tighten it up as you go. Now I'm going to take the working yarn, okay, and take that and use that to knit the rest. So, knit, and you're going to knit all. Again, if you're not changing colors and you're using the color that you have used like for rows 1 and 2, you don't have to do this changing color thing that I'm doing here, you just knit like regular, but this is how you would change colors. So row 4 is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. Then you're going to do what's between the asterisks, purl 3 together. That same technique that you did in row 2. Purl 3 together. You're going to keep it on the needle, yarn over, purl 3 together, knit 1. And then you're going to go to your last 2 stitches. You're going to purl 1, knit 1. So let's get started. So going to yarn to the back. Let's get that blue out the way. We don't want that. Knit 1, purl 1, and knit 1. Now you're going to start the pattern. Yarn to the front. Take your time. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, hold, scoop, yarn over, back in, yarn over, hold, scoop, off, yarn to the back, and knit. Let's try that again. I was a little out of focus, my apologies. Yarn to the front, 1, 2, and 3, hold, scoop, yarn over, hold, back in, over, hold, scoop, off, yarn to the front, yarn to the back, I'm sorry, and knit. Gonna do that series again until you get to these last 2 stitches. Okay, at my last stitch, last 2, so I'm going to purl, and then this is going to be loose. Don't worry, you can hold it if you like. You can hold it if you like, and then just knit that one. You give it a little tug if you want. And that's how you do row 4. So as you see, you start to see the pattern start to take shape. You start to see the blue starting to take shape. The white's going to start to form as you do that next row of blue. So it's going to go like blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. Or if you're doing one solid color, it's just going to go blue, blue, blue. So I'm going to knit up. You knit up as well. I'll meet you as far as you go. We'll do a bind off, and then I'll show you how to weave in your ends. So I'll be back. So I did just want to mention if you're changing the colors, you're just going to carry the colors up the sides. You're not going to cut anything. It's very, very simple, very easy. Just carry it up along the sides here. And as you see here, it'll just go easily up the sides very neatly. So there's really nothing to worry about. Very, very simple. So with the bind off, I am on the second row, row 2. So I'm just going to bind off with this color here, the blue, just so it looks neat and uniform. I'm not going to go any further onto row 3 because it's just not going to look the same, if I'm making sense. So with the bind off, I'm just going to review that. So I'm going to knit 1, knit 2, and then take this one and pass it over this one. Then knit this one and pass this one over this one, and just go along down to the end, and that is how you're going to bind off after you are done. So I will see you at the end of the row. Okay, so now you're at the point where you have completed the bind off. So now you can actually, if you did the 2 colors, you can cut your second color. Just give yourself enough yarn so you can weave in there. Give that a little pull there. And this, I have a very long string here, so I'll save myself some trouble here. Now, with weaving in, it's a love-hate relationship with that. Some people don't mind it, some people can't stand it, but sometimes it's a necessary thing to do, so something you gotta learn. So, it's not that bad once you get the hang of it. So what I do is, I'm just making this a little bit tighter. You're going to turn over. Now, as you see, this is not a reversible pattern. You have the flowers on this side, and you have your purl side on this side, okay? So you're going to take your tapestry needle, and the hardest part, for me at least, is to thread your needle. So I just bend like this. And sometimes it takes me more than one try, but sometimes I get it right on the money, sometimes I don't. Go right in here and just pull it through. Okay, oh, got it on one try. There we go. And, you know, like that. So you try to get it so that you don't see it on the other side. So you're going to look for the little bumps here. So let's see where we could go so you don't see it. So you could go right in here and then sneak it in here, and then maybe sneak it under here, and then like that. Then you can sneak it in here and in here, like that. And sometimes I turn it. And where else can we go? We go back this way. Turn it over. We don't see it on this side, so that's the key. Turn it over, and we're just making sure it's secure so nothing pops out. We can kind of go back this way. And maybe underneath here. I think that's good enough. Take your scissors and cut it as close as you can so you don't see any marks. And that's it. That's in. Turn it over. You don't see anything. Voila. And that's all you pretty much have to do to weave in your ends. So you're going to do the same thing with this one. Same thing with the white one here. And that's it. So that's how you weave in your ends. You block it out. Maybe I'll do a video on that so that it's not all bunched up like that, like this here. And you'll have a pretty pattern. So that's how you do the daisy stitch. Let me know what you think. Again, once again, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Happy knitting!